Project 39 mini album. In previous videos I showed you tutorials and walkthrough on how I made this fishing creel box and the mini album that goes inside it. I've got tutorials and a walkthrough, so look on my channel to see those. But I wanted to use up the rest of the paper, and I want to show you what I did. I didn't have that much left. I couldn't do any small folios or little projects. I had scraps, but let me show you what I did with the scraps. I got out my laminator and went a little laminating crazy. I made these two little booklets, just little pads, but I only scored it once here, and so it doesn't stay closed, so I did put a elastic around the outside, and then this one I just attached to the back and tied it there. And you know, it's a cute little thing just to give to someone as a I don't know, just a cute little thing to give to someone. Now I made I had this turquoise paper because I just couldn't find a place to put it in the outdoors mini album. It just, I could have used it with a plaid, but I used the plaid going with something else, so I had a lot of that paper. And it's pretty paper. I mean, it's got some designs here. It says deck chairs there. But I made sort of a traveler's notebook. It's a small version of a traveler's notebook. I had these pads in my stash. They probably came from Dollar Tree a long time ago, but they don't have them anymore. And then I took a piece of kraft cardstock and some blank paper and made other blank page pads and just put that in. I only have the elastic going down twice, so I have two inserts in there. And so that used up that paper, and it's sort of cute. I put stickers on the top because I forgot to laminate something underneath. I did the same with this. So just stickers on the top. And I'm sorry, that glare is a little crazy. But anyhow, so we've got those four. And then I did two more. This is using that plaid paper, which was cute, but I did take a 3x4 cut apart. This one I backed on some red because there is a little red stripe going through this plaid, and I took either a sticker or one of the ephemera pieces of a frog and added it to there. That says best ever inside. And the paper inside is really cute. It's that frog paper. And for this one, I had another little notebook, and the cover was pink, so I pulled the cover off and just added this piece of cardstock with another 3x4 cut apart that I rounded the corners. So there is that. And then this is sort of the same thing as the other one. I just made a little blank notebook and this was a 4x4 cut apart that I just glued on top of some kraft cardstock. And so there is that. So we have those two. And I still had more. In my stash of projects that were never finished, I had this orange little book, and it had a pocket in the front to put crayons. Well, I ripped that pocket out and just covered this with some of the green cardstock. This was a cut apart. I had a mushroom in the ephemera. So this was two cut aparts together. And I had this dotted paper, so I made that into a little folder. See, that's the other side. It was the sheet of, I think it was 4x4 cut aparts. So I just scored it at the center and made that into a little booklet. And here's another one. There's another one. And then there's another one. And I put that beautiful butterfly paper inside. And that is a different kind of way to attach everything. I have the elastic on the outside just with one hole as opposed to cutting several. So there is that. Yet there's more. I still had some paper left, so I made bookmarks. I made whatever size bookmarks I had of the paper. This one I'll tell you about in a second. I put some stickers on that. Whoops. And that, so this one, let me hold for you. So one final thing, well, actually several. There was this gorgeous paper. I think it probably was what made me like the pad. This was the sheet. It went like that. You can. But what I'm going to use this for is I'm going to make a journal, and this is going to be the cover. This, and I backed on other cardstock, and wouldn't that make a nice cover? Trying to get the glare. So there's the front, and then you open it, and that's the inside. Whoops. And then that's the back. I was going to use this for the front and put the title there, but I just liked it a little bit better there. And then I had a piece of this page that has the moose on it. It's that whole collage look, and that will be the, uh-oh, did I do that right? Duh. That will be the back cover. This has the moose inside. So, I mean, I loved this paper. I love the color. What I do is I make, this paper came from another collection. I think it was Simple Stories, an outdoor collection they had. Maybe it was 2 years ago. But I make these campers logbooks, and I bind it with, you could use your Caterpillar, whatever it's called, or your cinch. And it's a campground review. And I give them to, you know, people I know that camp, different campsites, and how you liked it and that kind of thing. And then there's a checklist of things you need to pack for when you go camping, kitchen items, clothes, that kind of thing. There's a checklist of things you need to check before when you leave the campsite and when you arrive at the campsite, so you can get a lot of trips out of that. Then I have a U.S. National Park, a bucket list, places to go, a map of the U.S., park checklist, so after you look at the map and decide where you want to go, you can list it and put the date that you visited it if you did. What else do I have in here? Oh, place for notes. And just blank paper. So I will be making more of those using this paper, and I have a friend, a young friend who just bought her first RV, and I will be sending this to her as soon as she has an address. So that is what I did with all of the scraps I had left, and I barely have anything left now. I have a sticker sheet which I'm going to include with the mini album, and that's it. I used up all the scraps. I don't like to put anything in my stash. I have limited space, so I have to do what I can to use it all up. So I just thought I'd share that with you and let you know a couple of different ways of using any scraps you have left. So thanks so much for watching. Have a fabulous day.